It's 10 a.m. before the arrival of about 150 vehicles and 320 people. The newsletter editor's Sunbeam and the secretary's Talbot. In the background, the new stables built by the Earl of Shrewsbury and Talbot to house his 50 polo ponies. The secretary advances into the marshalling area to start the rally, followed by the newsletter editor's lady.
Perfect. You're taking your life in your hands. Inside there. I don't know whether there's any. Yes, you can continue on there. I think Paul Marriage in the green will tell you where to go.
Yeah. What did you do for the day?
The 1922 straight 8 TT Sunbeam with Oliver Wilson, Phil Humphreys from Australia, Jeff Mertens from New Zealand and Anne Taylor. The 1905 Sunbeam 1214 of Peter Lester, the eventual runner-up in the age and distance competition.
That way and then just reverse it down. So it's at the top of the line then. Yeah, bring it this way. You're in charge of direction, Bill. I'm not. You had a sudden change in order. You know, I lost my authority as I walked through the gate. Ah, right. Thank you, Mr. Wignall.
Stephen Lally's 1916 Talbot 1520. Mrs. Wignall in unusual polishing mode.
Again, yes.
The twin cam of Mike Tomlin. Yours truly at the wheel of the ex-Foster, ex-Andrews 1216 Sunbeam, now owned by Russell Cook.
Hello, the house where it's still not running. Well, I've had it in and it's running, but the mic's stopped. Just go back and do it, you know.
Yes, yeah. It's I'll warm it up and then bring it up. Yeah. As long as it doesn't let me down and take fire.
Just let me tell the fabric.
Yeah, yeah, we have two with it, yeah.
Pressure feed, yeah? Well, you want everybody
It is air pressure fed.
Oliver, you got a good job there, chum.
Yours?
Well, look, there's another one down there.
Wanting a bit of a glow. Hi, sir.
Danny Van Oudenaarde's Talbot 110 had gearbox problems.
Good morning.
John Martin's Sunbeam 25 was formerly owned by the late Robin Wiggins. Peter Vincent's Sunbeam 23.8, an early Sunbeam bicycle, is attached. Roy Beebe's Talbot, the former 90-team single-seater, as modified by Roland Hebeler in 1934.
Well, not this one.
Arthur Holmes Pickering's Talbot 2550, formerly a breakdown truck, now fitted with Salmons Tickford all-weather Tourer bodywork. The car is fresh out of restoration. Jerry Guest's 1907 7-litre Darracq 4050 horsepower.
back in there. Yeah. Yes, let's take it.
Nick Whittaker's 1911 Darracq 1115 horsepower.
Still works.
Chris Longman's 1914 Talbot CBX 12 horsepower. The owners arrived in period grey.
No, tandem show.
I mean, 4.5 litre.
Yeah.
And I had them.
Who's
20, my 22.
Is that the one with 25 engine?
This is Keith Taylor's 3-litre twin cam.
Excuse me, Gav. Lunch maker. Who has that?
Tony Singer's immaculately restored 14 horsepower Talbot exhibition engine, or more correctly power pack, complete with gearbox.
K1, yeah.
Yeah.
The same sort of engine, in the same sort of condition, under the bonnet of Noel Bagshaw's 1445 Scout.
He's got an older time. He's got an SU, but it's an older, he's got an old original SU.
This car was to come third in the Pride of Ownership competition.
Suicide doors from background, guys.
Are you Alto? Oh. The character in Three Men in the Boat.
A view of the cockpit of PL4. Bruce Dahl's 24 horsepower landolette, named Henry because of its HR registration.
Well, no. You say that. Yes. But if you go...
The Old Bill mascot, designed by Bruce Bairnsfather. Mrs. Peter Fuel taking a postprandial 40 winks. Oliver Wilson's 23.8, the eventual winner of the underbonnet competition. The Talbot Cooper's probably unique AM75 Sports Coupe. complete with bulldog radiator mascot. The VDP body on John Ruston's 105 was originally fitted to the 1932 Alpine team car PJ7362, hence its Alpine green colour scheme. Bill Barrett's newly restored 1939 Talbot Baby 3 litres coach d'usine to give it its correct title. This car was exhibited at the 1996 STD AGM.
People were an IMAX who virtually owned the old Sunbeam company.
Hello. Very well, thank you, sir. Peter
Flown
Warren.
in from Australia, this guy, last night, just to have a look at his Sunbeam card.
I have a
hope
commitment
so.
to catch a plane to Barcelona, and I'm not sure what time it exactly was, so and I have to go back to Italy in London and pack up, and I think I better spend the day.
Well, Basil is unveiling a plaque for us tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be fabulous, and it'd be nice if we could get as many people there as
And
possible.
the Torrington works have been done up, and it's the old Sunbeam works look really good. But you can see everything that was old. You know, the old buildings where the floated glass was in the old buildings, and it's still there. And we got some expert guides to go around. We were hoping you'd be around so you could guide some of them. Because you know the place better than anybody else. I don't. You do. You used to.
a long time
Oh,
ago.
yes. Forget that. Yes. But you used to go from department to department for years.
The Great Hall of Ingestre, and the portrait of Edward Talbot, 8th Earl of Shrewsbury. Of greater historical importance is the portrait to his right of the 12th Earl, the only Duke of Shrewsbury. He was one of the 6 peers who invited William of Orange to be King of England in 1688. A generation later, he was one of 12 who invited the Elector of Hanover to become King George I. The Shrewsbury Arms. The lion statent appears on the radiator badge of Talbot motorcars. The yellow drawing room, the highly ornate fireplace, is Victorian. Portrait of Ellen Palmer Morwood, Mrs. Mundy, whom the 20th Earl stole from her husband, ran away with, and married. The 20th Earl of Shrewsbury, founder of Clement Talbot Limited, as a boy of about 10, with his sister Teresa, who later became the famous Marchioness of Londonderry. The 20th Earl painted in the summer of 1903 when he was building the Balby Road factory. This was the portrait he gave to Viscount Ingestre on the latter's coming of age in September 1903. The 21st Earl, grandson of the 20th Earl and father of the present one, as dressed for the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, the present Queen Mother, in 1937. St. Mary's, Ingestre, the only church outside London to have been designed by Sir Christopher Wren. The inscription of its builder, Walter Chetwynd. The Burne-Jones stained glass window. The monument to Viscount Ingestre, who was killed in World War I. The superb plasterwork of the ceiling in the nave. The Royal Arms. The church plate. This is silver gilt. barrel vaulted ceiling and tripartite stained glass window in the choir. Three Sunbeam motorbikes from the Marston Museum, the third one being the actual bike on which Charlie Dodson won the 1929 TT.
Sucking some fuel up. Switched it on.
Jack Sears attempts to start his 1903 Clement Talbot, the earliest known survivor of the Mark.
I think I am going to just have this. This is literally the choke, if you like.
In the light-coloured jacket, the Earl of Shrewsbury, great-grandson of the car's builder. Beside him, with the red hair, is his son, Darracq. Stuart Opperman starting his lengthy brake vehicle.
Have you had them relined
Yes, yes.
locally or?
No, Roger did before.
Oh, did he?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I was asking, so I think.
The 1922 TT Sunbeam has unfortunately broken its gearbox here at Ingestre. Fortunately, Keith Taylor is well equipped to fix it, or at least he will be when he gets it home.
Easy.
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Cool.
Thank God for that, he said.
Yeah, but if we could get the floor out, we can.
Yeah.
What's it? Shall we go now? Are you busy?
Yeah. I couldn't slip the thread across, it couldn't have good news, could it?
On your first time back, when we just started it, you were having trouble selecting.
I know.
Was that it?
Probably that.
Yeah.
But it bolts there.
Couple of two studs and nuts holding the turret onto the
And
box
go on the selector.
Typical of it.
The 1903 Sunbeam, belonging to the Murcott family, but on long-term loan to the Marston Museum, This is about the earliest non-Mabley Sunbeam in the world. Jonathan Butler's 20.9 two-seater. Stephen Pettifer's 16.9 James Young drophead. Greg Daniels' 16.9 Tickford all-weather saloon. Brian Dollamore's Darracq T150C sports racer. Baldwin's 1440 turn. Mike Collins's 20.9. Janet Donovan with her 1440 and her stepson Adrian. Ken Fidgen's 14 Tourer. Stuart Lloyd's 1923 Talbot 1023 saloon, known as Clementine, a great favourite of the ladies in the register. Mike Freeth's 105 James Young drophead. Tony Hull's Vanden Plough 90.
Are you going all the way back? Yeah. Which way did you go? See you again then. Bye.
It's about 5 p.m. and perhaps a third of the cars have left, but that still leaves another 90 or so. Chris Longman and mate attempting to start Stephen Lally's non-running 1916 Talbot. Bruce Dowell leaves and Henry. Lords Shrewsbury and Ingestre and Stephen Lally go for a test run in Chris Longman's 1914 Talbot 12 CBX.
Here today, the non-goer.
Stan Jolly with American friends in Tilly, his 1023 Tourer. Hans-Jürgen Nabe in his newly restored 105 James Young Drophead. Jeff Mertens from New Zealand having a test run in Chris Longman's 1914 12 horsepower CBX. A line-up of the 4 Talbot 14 Tourers currently on the road in the UK. From right to left, Pat Franks' AD series car, John Gray's AF, and Tony Singer's and Anthony Rawlings' AGs. This lineup celebrates the 70th birthday of the 1445. Tim Grundy's Sunbeam 18.2 from Aberdeenshire, winner of the Age and Distance Trophy. Stuart Opperman's brake rebuild finally nears its end. The young Viscount Ingestre gingerly takes a driving lesson in Chris Longman's 1914 Talbot around the carriage drive of Ingestre Hall.
Oh, hallelujah. Oh.
Morning, Ben.
Tony Thompson's 12.16, Stephen Hawksley's 23.8, Peter Vincent's 23.8,
Just a purely unorganised
John Martin's 25,
admiring a car, trying to judge who's driving it for the back of
Chris Miners's 16.9, Ian Fullerlove's 2060, Arthur Holmes Pickering's Talbot 2550, John Robson's 18.2, Joseph Attlee's Flat Rad 20.9, John Kearley's Talbot 105, Joël Grolot's Largo Sport, Jean-Paul Renault's Largo Sport. Joël Grolot, Vice President of the French Talbot Club, with John Kearley, Secretary of the STD Register. Joël owns the sister car of John's BA 105 Tourer, also in bright red.
What should we store it in? Can I have it for 15 or so?
Okay, come on then. Hold on.
I'll shut the door.
Okay, good boy.
We can both shut the door. I'll hold this bit and you hold that bit. You can't reach that bit, can you? Can you?
Seth Schumacher, Bob Frost, Ken Stevens, Lucy Wiggins, Carl Diedrichs, Stephen Lally, Roy Jones, Chris Brett, Jill Brett, and A.N. Other. Inside the museum, looking at Sunbeam motorbikes and the Sunbeam Curtle and Aero engine. The Murcott's 1903 Sunbeam back in its usual stable.
Is that right? Well, of course, that's going to be modified then with a modern...
St John's Retail Park, Wolverhampton, was featured in the May 1996 issue of The Automobile. Wolverhampton Council permitted the redevelopment of the site and insisted that a proportion of the redevelopment budget be expended on artworks commemorating the great Wolverhampton motor car and engineering works that had once stood on or near to the site. The newly cast emblems of Star, Britain, Sunbeam motorcycles, Guy, and Kleino. At the eastern end is this tabernacle, featuring the Star Lady in almost full life size, and a map in the form of a bronze bas relief, showing the locations of the factories. Villiers, the Sunbeam, Orbit, who were they? AJS, Star. You can see the buildings of the present St John's Retail Park, including this tabernacle, looking like a tiny pepper pot. Sunbeam motorcycles. Stevens, the successor to AJS. And finally, Kleino.
But what you really mustn't miss are the huge bronze bas reliefs on the slip road as you turn left out of here. And they are Malcolm Campbell, Seagrave and Kay Don setting, well, Kay Don not, but trying. The 150 miles an hour first car was a Sunbeam, the 200 miles an hour was a Sunbeam, and Kay Don trying to raise it. And they're 6 foot by 9 foot, they're huge.
Ian Poulson's replica of a Coupe de l'Auto Sunbeam.
I'll get a photo.
Similar in style to this.
Brian Goodman's unique 1913 Sunbeam 1216 sports tourer. The body's 1922 Talbot Darracq 8, with its co-owner, president of the STD Register, Winifred Body,